Indiana Fever lose to a young Washington Mystics team, 83-77.
Indiana Fever fans frustrated as Stephanie White struggles to lead without Caitlin Clark and lost to Mystics.
I'll say it.
1.
Fire Stephanie White. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The Indiana Fever had a rough night without Caitlin Clark. They fell to Washington 83-77, and it was clear how much the team depends on her. With Clark out, things just didn't click. Sydney Colson had a tough game, scoring only 4 points and turning the ball over 3 times. The Fever didn't manage a single fast break point all game. It wasn't just a loss. It felt like the team lost its rhythm, and fans are starting to worry. Some are even questioning if it's time for a coaching change. If you're hoping Caitlin gets back soon, leave a get well soon CC in the comments. Let's stay hopeful.
This was a absolute embarrassment. An embarrassing performance from the Indiana Fever.
Right from the Fever's first play without Caitlin Clark, things went wrong. Sydney Colson lost the ball immediately. That's how tough the game got from the start. Colson was expected to leave as point guard, while Clark is out for a few weeks. Many hoped she helped keep the team steady, but it didn't go that way.
Sydney Colson started at point guard, stabbed me in the eye with a dull spoon. Literally scoop out my eyeball and just throw it. I mean, it'd be less painful than having to watch this.
Instead of rising to the occasion, Colson struggled throughout the game. She scored just 4 points on 2 of 7 shooting. More concerning were her 3 turnovers and 5 fouls in 31 minutes. This wasn't just a tough night. It was a complete breakdown when the team needed her to take charge.
Aaliyah Boston played less minutes than Sydney Colson. Aaliyah Boston played less minutes than Sid Colson. Aaliyah Boston, MVP candidate up to this point, OW candidate Aaliyah Boston, played less minutes than comedian, full-time comedian, part-time basketball player Sydney Colson.
By the second quarter, fans were already calling for Colson to be pulled from the game. Social media filled up with tough criticism. One fan put it simply, "I wanted to tell Sydney Colson to hold onto the ball, but it was too late. The ball was already gone." That shows just how difficult things were on the court.
Sid Colson is the worst point guard I have ever seen in the WNBA. And I've watched Julie Van Loo play bad games. And if you guys have ever seen Julie Van, heard about or watched Julie Van Loo in a bad game, it can get like painful to watch.
Every time Colson tried to run a play, the offense looked confused. Teammates just stood still, waiting for a chance. The quick, smooth ball movement the favorite usually have was missing. Players couldn't get open because the point guard wasn't getting the ball to the right spots.
I mean, this offense looked awful, and Sydney Colson, my God, is terrible running point guard on this team. Terrible.
Now compare that to Caitlin Clark's usual game, around 19 points and nearly 10 assists each time she plays. The gap is huge. Clark isn't just scoring. She helps the whole team by creating easy chances for her teammates. Against Washington, Colson couldn't come close to that.
Sydney Colson, definitely not a backup point guard for this team. Now, the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark against the Atlanta Dream scored 12 points in a quarter. The Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark scored 13 points in a quarter. The Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark have back-to-back quarters scoring 17 points in one and 13 points in another.
Fever fans took to social media, frustrated that coach Stephanie White didn't have a better backup plan. Clark's injury was expected, and the team had time to prepare. Yet Colson was the best option they had. Fans were upset about the lack of depth. Her tough game showed a hard truth. The Fever don't have a reliable backup at point guard. When your starter is out, you need someone who can manage simple plays and avoid mistakes. Right now, the team just doesn't have that.
What about Sydney Colson's game today made you feel like, oh, okay, Sydney Colson can ball up? That was a good signing. Did she give energy that you guys looked at and said, oh, this is reassuring? No. Did she make plays that you guys saw and said, oh, this is reassuring? No. What about the game plan today made you feel like this team was ready at all? If there was a game plan at all, what about it made you feel like this team was ready at all?
This game raised serious doubts about whether the favor can win even one game without their star player, let alone last 2 weeks. If this is how they look without Clark, the coming weeks will be very tough. Here's a number that stands out: 0 fast break points the entire game. Usually, Clark's quick thinking and speed create easy scoring chances that keep the favor alive. Without her, the team scored just 77 points and hit a season-low 23.8% from three-point range.
They had 0 fast break points. 0 fast break points on the game. 0. 0 fast break points. I don't care what the score ends up.
The ball movement disappeared almost entirely. The Fever had only 15 assists, well below their usual 22 per game. That drop shows how much the offense depends on Clark to make plays. When your main playmaker is gone, everything falls apart. Players struggled to connect, open shots were hard to come by, and easy baskets turned into tough last-second attempts.
Kelsey Mitchell, when she just goes meep, dribble, do something dumb, she goes 4 for 16 from the field. 4 for 16, 4 assists. The team had 21 turnovers. Or is it 21 turnovers? Or is it 9? It was in 19. I can't remember if it was 1 over 20 or 1 under 20. So there's more than 17 turnovers. They had 17, then they turned the ball over twice. Either way, they have set the record for most turnovers in a game this season for them. They had more turnovers than when Caitlin Clark had 10 herself.
Kelsey Mitchell was expected to lead the team scoring, but she had a tough night, making just 4 of 16 shots and scoring 14 points. She's supposed to be the second option when Clark is out, but Mitchell struggled to find good shots or create plays. The offense just isn't set up around her the way it is with Clark.
Aaliyah Boston shot the ball 5 times. Aaliyah shot it 5 times. Sid Colson shot the ball 7 times. She shot it 7 times.